over there, Adam. He said, I've got to find somebody who can be absolutely charisma-free and reviled by everybody. So he went, that's got to be Bale. Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration. Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role. Jim Carrey.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue. It's the symbol of the all-mocking tongue. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know? And they get out there in the woods in a circle naked and they decide these things. And, you know, and you know, look at him trying to come it up. It's hilarious. And, you know, and I'm sick of, hold on a second. You know what they're trying to do? Who? This thing is buzzing. Hold on. They're trying to turn us into, you know, consumer drones of some sort. Hold on, I just got to get this.
And, yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm in the middle of blowing the lid off some...
What happened?
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I was temporarily interrupted by my iPhone 6 Plus.
That's the big one, huh?
5.5 heads-up HD display. I think what I was really trying to say was I think people will enjoy Dumb and Dumber this weekend.
And that is what I thought you were about to say.
Heads-up HD display. I think what I was really trying to say was I think people will enjoy Dumb and Dumber this weekend.
And that is what I thought you were about to say.
They should all go to the theater. They should all go to the theater tomorrow and see it.
And they should.
Because we could use a good laugh. Ha 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 ha.
And casual phrase, but one also used to describe the seriousness of sexual harassment in Hollywood. It happens, everyone knows it, but we don't talk about it, like an excuse. Like what happened with Harvey Weinstein and so many others in the entertainment industry. Why is Hollywood so seemingly full of open secrets? For the answer, you first need to understand the industry's power dynamics and a concept called institutional betrayal. Jennifer Fried introduced the term in 2007.
So institutional betrayal is a broad concept. It includes whenever an institution that an individual depends upon or trusts mistreats that individual. It might be the workplace, it might be a school, it might be a church.
Or it might be Hollywood, more specifically, a Weinstein production company. Women spoke out for years. He was a punchline in pop culture.
I turned down intercourse with Harvey Weinstein on no less than 3 occasions.
And yet, he remained at the helm of his production companies, still making blockbuster movies.
Chicago!
And winning Oscar after Oscar.
The other guy that we really need to thank, though, is Harvey Weinstein.
For many people, Weinstein was the industry.
I would like to thank Harvey Weinstein.
And if you were a young actress and put your trust in him, he might betray you. And if he did, you too were part of the secret. This amount of power allowed him to remain a predator for decades.
This was an ensemble film, and it took an ensemble team to make it.
Well, what people need to know about LA is that most people come here to be in the industry. You've come here most of the time because you have a dream, and you're pursuing that dream. And that dream becomes kind of everything.
Rebecca Roy is a therapist who has worked with clients in the entertainment industry for 13 years.
Well, I think this is a town that's run on fear. I can't think of any other field where there's less possibility for return.
It's very difficult to make a living here. It's very difficult to be seen by a casting director and then be seen by a director and then be seen by a producer, and to have all of those different layers point to one individual and say, you're the one who's going to get the job.
And when you want something that badly, when you've been told something is that unattainable and you've attained it, you know, the threat of losing it is huge.
In order to be any kind of artist, you have to be willing to be open and vulnerable. Imagine you're an actor or an actress, and you've got the role of a lifetime, and this person can make or break your career, and they cross a line with you, and they make it seem as if it's part of the audition or it's part of the role. There are many people who look at that as an opportunity.
This power dynamic, in which the actress is completely dependent on a director or producer or executive, creates an opportunity for something called betrayal trauma. This happens when the abusive person is someone the victim depends on or has a relationship with, making the abuse particularly harmful.
When things happen inside an institution that are betrayal traumas, how the institution acts can then be another layer of betrayal.
The behavior of Weinstein and his staff shows how much damage an institution can do. Take Mira Sorvino. She rejected Weinstein's advances in 1995, told a female employee at Miramax about the harassment, and she rejected Weinstein's advances in 1995, told a female employee at Miramax about the harassment, and then found herself blacklisted.
This is a small community, basically. And if you hear that somebody's difficult,
Diva, difficult, pain in the ass.
Or maybe he'll tell the other guys I'm not cool.
then you kind of stay away from them because there are a lot of other interesting people you could hire.
And if you speak up, you're just never heard from again.
Both the Screen Actors Guild and the Writers Guild have witnessed a clear uptick in harassment complaints since the Weinstein story broke in October 2017.
It's something that every single guild you talk to, the studios, everyone is worried about.
Hollywood doesn't have an HR department. There isn't an office or a person to whom you can report abuse. And while the Screen Actors Guild has taken steps to confront harassment, it's a complicated process. And sometimes things can get blurry on set.
They are not working in a bank.
You're on sets where people are faking sex in a scene.
Sometimes the line isn't clear. What is or isn't abuse?
People get used to then constantly going over that line, so then either things don't seem like a big deal or covering it up doesn't seem like a big deal.
So why is the Me Too moment happening now? Is it the power of social media? Is it A-list celebrities inspiring others to share stories? Or maybe it's millennial women emerging as leaders and changing workplace cultures. Why are women finally being heard?
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything.
It had been a year since the Trump's Access Hollywood tape had broken. And once again, all these women on Facebook and social media were feeling compelled to tell their stories of sexual assault and harassment.
This is my friend Eloise.
Tess Rafferty, a writer who worked on the pop culture show The Soup for almost 8 years, was one of the organizers of the Take Back the Workplace March in Los Angeles.
There's a certain mad as hell, we're not going to take it anymore thing that kind of is the result of last year's election. Every woman I know has a story, and most of them have more than one. It's like you can't throw a rock in this town and not hit someone who hasn't sexually harassed somebody or assaulted them.
Weinstein wasn't the only person in Hollywood who repeatedly crossed the line and got away with it. These men, and the many others like them in the industry, are the ones making our favorite movies and TV shows. It's really no surprise that the stories we have learned to love reflect their behavior.
There was a Cheers episode I saw, I don't know, a couple of months back. Rebecca was being sexually harassed by Frasier's old mentor.
You're still doing it. You have a hole in your sock.
Like it?
And no one believed her. And they were mad at her for accusing him, and they told her it was in her head, and they told her it was silly. Without the laugh track, it just plays like a drama of what most women face in their everyday lives.
Do you realize that you are impugning the reputation of the man that literally wrote the book of fidelity and marriage?
When women are in control, when there's more of us in the writer's room, when there's more of us in charge behind the camera and at the top of the food chain,
I'm gonna kill him! I'm gonna kill you!
more of our stories get told accurately.
You're luscious, you're ravishing. I would give up red meat just to get a glimpse of you in a bra.
Portrayals of sexual harassment as something funny or cute or normal.
Advise the girls to avoid Kevin if they want their breasts unfolded.
The tendency to hide harassment or explain it away or to not believe the person reporting it, it's always been in front of us on screens.
And remember, it's more important that she's drunk than she's hot.
The entertainment we consume informs our behavior, whether we realize it or not. We laugh along. We root for romance. We just don't take it seriously or save speaking up for another time.
Say, anybody know who the new secretary is? Cute little brunette with a great hiney.
It was never a secret after all.
She was drunk, not dead, I challenge.
Hey, Ray!
Violate her 10 different ways if I wanted to.
I need to see everything you've got.
You got a great ass.
Look at those gazongas. You never get a better chance.
Well, what do you want anyway?
I want us to be closer.
You mean you want to sleep